State versus Scott Willett, arson, 16-318. So you're not connected. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and you're appearing here for an arraignment. And the charge against you is arson.
Based on that, Judge will plead not guilty. We'd like to ask that his bond be reduced to $5,000 in this case.
Okay. The state's response.
Your Honor, the defendant's charged with taking a lit propane torch and burning his mother's home. It was a complete loss. That bond represents hopefully some amount of damage that he's done to his own mother. If you would review the petition, what's troubling to the state is that this gentleman, when questioned about that, alleged by the state of Arkansas, at least the officers that investigated this, said that he did that because God told him to do that. I'm worried, Your Honor. I think $75,000 is a fair bond, given what's occurred.
Tell you what, let me think about it, and we'll try to get you an answer before I leave today.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
He's entering a plea of not guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll have him come back on for a free trial on December 1st, 10 o'clock.
Will this be in your division, Your Honor?
Yes. 16-309, State versus Jasanda Collins, possession of methamphetamine, other controlled substances, paraphernalia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Judge, based on that appointment, we would enter a plea of not guilty and like to be heard on bond.
Okay.
Judge, we think that based on Chris Collins' lack of criminal history and based on the information contained in the affidavit there, that a $1,500 bond is appropriate to assure her reappearance. Her sister, Janice, is in the courtroom today and indicates that she is more than welcome to live with her on Combs Street in Cotter.
Where's your sister at?
Janice, could you stand up for the judge? And
Okay.
she has indicated there's other family members in town too.
And she can live with you at your home?
Yes.
Do you work?
No, I stay at home.
Okay. I'm gonna, does she have any priors?
No, Your Honor.
I'm gonna set the bond at $1,000 to put her on basically house arrest, except for medical emergencies or court appearances or authorization by the court in writing. You're not to leave the home unless you're accompanied by your sister.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
State versus Jana Brigman, possession of methamphetamine, 16-307, 16-295. There's a drug charge, and 15-293 appears to be a drug charge also. I mean, in your new cases, I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Okay.
Based on that appointment, Your Honor, we'd enter a plea of not guilty on the new charges and we'd ask to be heard on bond.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Judge, I currently represent Jana in 15-293. She's done a very good job of coming in to see me and preparing for her defense in that matter. I've spoken with her bondsman. He is willing to stay on her bond. We just asked the court, I think she's here right now on a revocation of that bond, not a probation revocation. So we'd ask that her bonds be reinstated so that she can get out and help me prepare also for her other new charges. First Arkansas is our bonding company.
Your Honor, Ms. Brigman was first arrested September 24th, 2015. That was on possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine. Most seriously, that charge was simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, which is a Class Y felony. She allegedly would have been in the city of Mountain Home, passed out with a gun, a loaded gun in her lap while possessing methamphetamine. That case has been pending for 1 year. We're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of that case, which I think is set for the 28th, I thought, which is next week. In that time period, this lady, while being out on bond on that charge, was actually arrested on September the 9th for something that happened on September the 7th, which again was possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of controlled substances for the purpose of delivery. Most notably was that is fixing a wire, stealing electricity from electrical cable, and possession of drug paraphernalia. What's troubling, Your Honor, is that she was somehow allowed to make bond in that case before we revoked her in this case, and she was out of jail for a total of 2 days, and she was arrested again for possession of controlled substance. Now, there is no doubt that this lady has got a real substance abuse problem. I'd like to try her on the 28th.
It's actually the 11th, Carrie.
Is it?
October 11th is when it's.
Well, I'd like her to sit in jail until October the 11th so that I can try her on that first case, Your Honor. We've kind of been down around the horn with Miss Brigman, and she's a danger to herself if nobody else.
Well, she's entitled to some bond, given the charge.
Judge, I'd set her bond at $100,000.
Judge, we obviously think that's a bit punitive at this point.
Pled her guilty to something yesterday over in Marion County. You know, if there's some way we could assure that she wouldn't be committing crime again, I'm not necessarily opposed to her being out, but I'm not sure what it would be at the time.
Ankle monitor.
She's willing to have an ankle monitor, Your Honor, if that helps.
Where do you live at, man?
I'll be moving to my brother's in Camellia.
What's he do for a living?
He is a disabled vet from the Marine Corps.
I'll reinstate the previous bond, but have an ankle monitor and your own house arrest, save medical emergencies, court appearances, or my written authorization.
Thank you very much.